number 6. Welcome back to my Flosstube channel. Welcome us back to our Flosstube channel. My name is Rocío and I am Cocohama Stitchery on Instagram and obviously on my channel. So welcome to all new subscribers. I've had quite a few subscribers actually in the past like 2 videos. So thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed me enough to subscribe. And to all the returners, hi again. Thanks for still being here. I don't know why you're still here. It's probably not for me, it's for the dog. So I have my notes and I have my Red Bull because I stayed up very late last night and I did not sleep in this morning. And that is thanks to Miss Rika King from House of Stitch and Stash. So last night she did a live stitch with me on Instagram, and she is doing a new thing where she asks for a co-host, and I was her first special guest co-host. So thank you for having me on. I had a blast. But I'm an hour ahead of Rika, so that's why it's coming up. I am an hour ahead, so I stayed up until about midnight, which I used to be able to do that with no problem, but I can't do that anymore. And I slept not very good because there may have been some drinks involved, so I was sweating like the whole night, and that may be TMI, but I have been busy. My husband's out of town for work, so it's just me and Gazpacho. So what my husband calls it is my frat girl life, where I do absolutely nothing and I stitch and binge watch Netflix and I barely do anything else. I'll take out Gazpacho and I'll get him food. But other than that, that's about all we do. Right. You're super playful. What is your deal? Are you showing off? Say hi everybody. Over there. Over there. Hi everybody! No, he doesn't want to look at the camera. He hasn't learned yet. Oh gosh. Life of a bulldog mom. Okay, let's get started with the life updates. So life update number 1, my ice maker is working again. I took everything out of the fridge and the freezer. By the way, if you don't want to hear my life update in the bottom, I will put the little timestamp to skip to the stitching part. So I took everything out of the fridge and the freezer and let everything thaw out for 24 hours. We have a big cooler, so we got ice and put whatever really needed to be on ice. And then the next day, we heard the magic thunk of magic ice. And then we heard the glug, glug, glug from the water pump. So I'm sure added noises. So we have gremlin noises, we have airplane noises, and then every now and then we're gonna hear a water pump noise, go glug, glug, glug. That is the pump pumping water into my ice maker for the fridge. If we hear it, then I'll point it out and be like, that's the glug glugging from my ice maker. So that's good. I've been busy at the clinic. I actually move into my new clinic office in the next 2 weeks, I think. So I have a little broom closet in the new building. Don't know how it's gonna work out, but if you are a speech pathologist, you are super used to being stuck in broom closets and bathrooms and wherever. So I'm not complaining. I have my own door and my own little box. So I plan on decorating my box and making it bright and colorful and fun, and if I finish any stitching with stitching. Gazpacho's super hyper today. He's like playing with toys he hasn't played with in like 50 years. Oh, and he took the stuffing out of Cow. Please hold. This is Cow. But Cow is losing stuffing, so I have to pull out Cow's stuffing. And then I can bring Cow back. You can't have Cow. No, because you're gonna eat it. The inside of my biscornu that I stitched, that I stitched a while back ago is full of Cow. So on top of it being a super fun tropical biscornu for the coffee table. It's full of cow. So that's a nice little reminder of cow. Back to business. So I released my first Stitch With Me. Thank you all who watched and commented. It was fun for me, a little nerve-wracking, but the best part was I released it on the same day as Ellen Reed from Maximum Cross Stitch. Now we have Dino. I really don't even, this isn't planned. He just, whenever he knows that I'm going to record on Flosstube, he decides to do this. So anyway, that was fun and super stressful. Not that there's any competition or anything, but obviously between Ellen Reed and me, I would 50 million times watch Ellen Reed. So when she released, I was like on it. And then I was like, oh my gosh, why are you so amazing? And will I ever be a wife of the week? Ever? Am I cool enough? Am I good enough for that? If not, I am totally okay with being the side thing. Just saying, Miss Ellen, we can chill out in Nassau, you know? I know you're in Cuba right now, but we could be doing the side thing here in the Bahamas. My husband travels a lot. It's fairly easy to do. Oh, good tip. Do not ever put remix in your YouTube videos, in your Flosstubes. So I had released it and originally my title was like Stitch With Me Remix because I had no idea how it was gonna go and I knew it wasn't gonna be a typical Stitch With Me, so why not call it a remix, right? If you put the word remix in your video, you will get random comments in like 2 nanoseconds. You're going to step all over my projects. Can you go play with Dino over there? Jesus. Your fan club is probably loving this right now, but I am not loving this right now. Yes, Dino needs to stay over there. Oh! So remix will give you random comments like, let us know when your next video is gonna drop, and all sorts of weird things that I had to like report and block. Like that. I just blocked them all. This is ridiculous. Hey! Leave Dino alone. He didn't do anything to you. He's looking at me like, what? Cut it out. I'm gonna have to play with Gazpacho for a little bit if I want to get through this. So I'll be back.
Is this love, is this love, is this love, is this love that I'm feeling?
Doesn't fail. He was nice and calm. Can you calm? Calm. 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 He's nibbling on Dino. We should be okay for a little bit. I was reviewing the video and this poof. There's no point in straightening my hair because the humidity is really bad. It's really hot right now. Really hot. So we're just gonna do that and hope that it's not that crazy. And then check it out. Got little pineapples. I mean, could I be any more Islander? I could. This is like as much Islander as I'd be. Okay. So don't put remix in your videos as titles. Don't put remix in your title videos. You'll get random creepy people commenting you and they'll make you feel really good. But the whole point of Flosstube is to not be surrounded by that weird community. We're the cool community. Let's see. What else? Oh, let's get to stitchy stuff. Okay, Number one, I have bought a lot of stuff. I didn't mean to, but I think that the no spend January, oh, you're gonna hear the glugging. We're gonna hear glugging. We're not hearing glugging. Oh, no spend January fueled let's spend as much as possible February. It was bad. I don't even, there's just, it was it's so bad. My executive producer father, that's not glugging. That is a garage next door. I'm like ready for the glug noises. So I wanted to do a leap year start. Not on the project! You guys can go to sleep together. Live your boyfriend life. So anyway, I wanted to do a leap year new start. So I went into my stash, which was a bad idea because I had just gone through like as much spending as possible in like 2 weeks. It was really bad. I don't, oh, my executive producer father probably can comment below and tell you how bad the guest room is right now. I think it's towering with boxes and envelopes. Towering. Anyway, so after I do all this huge spend, I go up to my stash and I pull everything out. Bad idea. Why pull your stash out? Terrible idea, Marie Kondo. Terrible idea. And I start going through it and I'm like, let's look at possibly destashing. I don't want to destash anything. Death over destash. But that led to, oh my gosh, I have all of these charts and I need fancy floss that I don't have, and I don't have a needle workshop here. So what should I do? Let's buy all of the floss. All of it. That's my solution to it. So Classic Colorworks has starter sets. Don't look at it, it's dangerous. And I had found an Etsy shop. I'll put the link below. I don't remember who it was, and you guys are on my phone, so I can't look it up. Oh, actually, hold. My old iPad. Actually, this is my speech therapy iPad. Brenda, you remember the red iPad? Brenda, my muggle BFF non-stitcher from San Antonio, who's also a speechy. You remember this? I have it still, and I still use it. NeedleCaseGoodies. I bought the neutral set, and it's 40 Classic Colorworks primitive colors, and I bought the 25 skeins bright color set from Classic Colorworks, and then from the Cottage Needle on Etsy, I did the, oh no, oh okay, no, I'm right, 40 classic colors. Okay, so I did 40 classic colors, 40 primitive colors, and 25 bright colors. That's a lot of floss. And I don't think I'll be able to complain again that I don't have any fancy floss. Flassy floss. Flassy floss. Remember, I am a speech pathologist. Okay, let's see. I think that's it. Except all of the haul. ClaybyKim had a sale last night right before the Stitch With Me, and I snagged 2 dragons and a flower. So I think that my tally right now is like 12 dragons. It's a lot of dragons. But my first dragon purchase was in September of last year. So I'm hoping that by September of this year, it starts going down, because then I've noticed that they start not repeating themselves because they're all different, but the theme starts kind of repeating itself. So we should decrease quite a bit, because how many dragons do you really need? We need dragons. But how many can you have? A lot. You know, just Goal of being the mother of dragons. Okay. Whips. Let's start with Santa's Magic. Santa's Magic. So Santa's Magic was on the Omanic Quantum frame. I had a question to kind of review that frame. I will do that when I put this back on the frame so I can do a full-on tutorial about how I load the frame, how I stitch on the frame. But as of right now, it's kind of on the back burner. It'll probably come back up maybe next month because I will be starting Athena, Goddess of Wisdom next month for sure, which is like in a week. Yeah, it's like in a week. So yeah, but here we have, watch it be upside down. Is it upside down? No, it's not. Okay, now I have to reduce my voice volume so I don't blow out your speakers. So here is Santa's Magic. Since last time we have talked, I want to say this was not here. So all of the staff is in Krynic. Don't yell at the camera. Hope you get that detail. Lots of sparkles. And then I started moving into his mitten. Still have to fill in quite a bit of his beard over in there. But it's a lot of white and whisper and light grays, so I just don't want to work on that right now. And then that's old. His face is 1/1. Everything else is 2/2. This is Lugana, 32 count Lugana from PictureThisPlus. Those are pears, not golden balls. I still don't understand the symbolism behind pears and Christmas, but someone had told me about the partridge in the pear tree. So yeah, there is Santa's Magic. He is quite magical. Also, good news, I still have room to frame. So I was cutting it kind of close, but whew, the stitching calculator did not fail me. So I'll take a step back so you can kind of see how big he will be. The next part will be figuring out if he will fit on the bottom, but I'm thinking so. He is so pretty. Look at how pretty. So he has been a joy, but I needed to take a break. So he is on a break. Glug glug noise? No. So that's whip number 1. Whip number 2. My husband's birthday was last Saturday. We didn't do anything that day either. We went to go see Bad Boys for Life, which is a fun story too. If you have like 50 seconds, I'll say it real quick. So the movie theater was packed, and I think it was because it was day after Valentine's Day, so everyone was doing like a date night kind of thing. So every line possible was like ridiculously long, like really ridiculously long. But my husband is a huge popcorn fan. Like if he doesn't have popcorn in his life, he will explode into a popcorn. So I had to get popcorn because it's like his birthday and we hadn't done any of the things he wanted to do during the day. Not because of me, but because of him, because he's a little fickle, a little dramatic. And so because there was some wind and there was like one dark cloud, we couldn't do any outdoor activities that he wanted to do. So we stayed in, and I think he binge watched Narcos while I stitched. So I was happy with that birthday, but he was not. And so we get to the movie theater and there's like no parking, so he parks on like a dirt path that they've kind of created for extra parking. And I stood in the line for the popcorn, which was like to the door, and there was absolutely no way I was getting popcorn before the movie time starts. So I was like, boo thang, popcorn's not happening. So we go into the movie. He's disappointed again, just kind of like grumpy about everything, right? How is there so many people, everything. So I'm like, watching the movie, and I won't spoil it, but there's like a part that was kind of dragging in the beginning. It was kind of sad for me, so I was like, you know what, boo thing, I'm gonna go stand and get you some popcorn. So I waited like 15 minutes because instead of it being like an hour wait, it was like a 15-minute wait because everyone was in the movie. And I got popcorn and hot dog for me. I love hot dogs, but I never eat hot dogs because they're not very good for you. And if I do eat hot dogs, then it has to be like a turkey dog, and obviously the movie theater doesn't do turkey dogs. Okay, Macaw. This is Macaw by StitchingAddiction. He is being stitched on an 18-count oatmeal aida. Look at him. He is coming out super pretty. So I finished this whole page in 1 week. That was a lot of stitching that week. And then I started working on, this is like a 3/4 of a page. It's not a full page. And I kind of got, again, kind of sick of it. Not sick of it, just after a full week on a page, that's a lot of stitching, guys. It's a lot of stitching. We got, see, this is my September buy of last year. He's my first. So he actually, the chart, see, I need to stand like here. Okay, so the chart has this page and like one more page. My husband thought this was done, like after here was done. So I didn't know if I wanted to be like, yes, you're right, I can put it away, bye. But I really like his blue wing, and I want more blue wing. So I think I'm only going to do this last, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4.5 pages. So it would be like, if I were to stitch like a maniac, it would be like 1 more month of work and slowly stitch on this project. And then I think I'm going to end it there. I don't think I'm gonna go all the way down, and then you'll get a nice little square. So I think, see, look, like this is mimicking what I'm looking at. So I want him to be in a white frame so that he pops. And I will show you guys, I'll insert a video because I'll film it at the very end, where I want him to go in my house. And actually I could show you a couple different things at the end. So at the end I'll show you where I want all the stuff to go and all of my new house additions. So like a mini home tour. So yeah, I don't know if you got enough time on him. He's all DMC, a lot of colors. Yeah, that is Macaw. I'm very happy with him too. And then I did a thing. So remember how I was like, oh, leap year, new start. So I was talking to Rika from House of Stitch and Stash, and I bought like a full coverage stained glass Disney pattern like 5 or 6 years ago. And I was like, well, if it's a leap year, new start, and it'll take me 4 years to 8 years to finish, maybe I'll start that. So I pulled that out. Well, I like pulled it up on my PDF thing, and I looked at it again. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced because it's very fuzzy. Some of the Etsy patterns that they like take a picture and convert it. So the Macaw looks like it may have been a picture pattern that they converted, but yeah, he looks like a picture. He looks really good. So these stained glass ones without any back stitching, they kind of look like a fuzzy picture. I don't want to work on something that's going to turn into a fuzzy picture. I want it to be really clean. So I decided to scrap that idea for now. What I may do with that in the future self, listen, is stitch like a little portion of it to see how fuzzy it looks, and then see if I commit to like the full stained glass. Future, maybe. So anyway, go to my stash, which needs some organizing, and I look through the stuff, and I like pull out a ton of stuff. The fancy floss thing happened, and then I pull out an already kitted Forest Embroidery kit. kitted kit. It was a kit, so it came kitted. Kitted kit. So I did the thing. On Friday, today is Sunday, I had a new start. And remember that I'm doing the frat girl life right now. So all Friday night, all day yesterday, and a couple, maybe like an hour this morning, I've been stitching on this new start. So this is the progress that I have, which is slightly embarrassing, from Friday night. Friday and Saturday, so like a day, one full day and a half. He is tiny. The reason he is tiny is because I am stitching him 1/1 on 32 count. Oh, I should show you the pattern first. I'll bring him back. So the kit, guys, comes in a box. Remember that I travel, so I took everything out of the box and put it in a bag, and I took the sticker from outside of the box and I just put it on a random piece of paper and I stuck it in a page protector. So that's what he will look like. The name is Monster Wonder Whale. And my plan for him, so when I started him, I also have a little bit of news on that, but when I started him, I did not like how he was looking 2/2. I'm stitching in hand, and I didn't have a Q-snap. So I decided, why not just do it 1/1. I don't know if that's focusing. I hope that's focusing, because there's a lot of detail. Hold on, let me see if I can do this better. I want you, camera, to focus. There. So he has some really cute detail. Look at those little fishies and the little boat. He's got a little tree on him and all the little details. You're so cute. So he's gonna be tiny, and I want him to go in my new office. So I actually think I'm gonna continue working on him and probably get him finished by the week if I'm stitching like this in the frat girl lifestyle. So yeah. I also, so when I was doing this, my dad, executive producer, called me and he was like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm starting a new kit. And so he's like, so how do you do this? And how do you do that? And how do you do that? And then I was like, you know what? I'll just do a tutorial about how I start my kits. So that way you can watch it. So I will be releasing on Leap Day, February 29th, my new start tutorial video for all Muggle stitchers and anyone who just wants to watch me kit up or start a kit. But in that video, I started it 2/2, and as you can see, I did not do, no, tell me about it. I did not do 2/2. Let's look at it again, just one more time, because I'm so excited. He's so cute. So cute. Okay. All right. I've been watching some more Flosstube in my frat girl life, and I have binge watched Parkhopper Bart, and he has some really nice discussion pieces on copyright and copyright infringement. So I encourage you to watch that and strike up a conversation about that, because there are a lot of things that I would love to clarify, not clarify, but I would love to get like a consensus on copyright infringement when it comes to our cross stitching and patterns, and also how to film, just like a lot of things. I don't know. So he has like a nice little blurb on copyright infringement, and I really enjoyed that. So thank you, Bart, for doing that, because that really got my like geeky cross stitching brain going. I also have been binge watching Roladex Stitcher, I think, but I'll put it here, Roladex. She is an expat, so expatriate worker, wife, like me. Dino's back. She lives in Japan. Island. They drive on the left. I drive on the left. they had a typhoon when they arrived. I had a hurricane when I arrived. So she's like living my parallel life just on the other side of the world and on a much bigger island than mine island, which they have like a lot more things too and better food and a lot more things. So go check her out. She has a huge following, so I'm sure you guys have already seen her, but she's super cute and I like her. And then I had been following, so this is like a new Flosstube alert. I think on Instagram she's Xstitchmd. I think her channel is the same. She is I think she's a resident doctor and lives in Canada, and her work is just like jaw-dropping. And she's super, super cute and quirky and in a good way. I feel that that's a compliment to be quirky, but she's super cute. Love her. I will drop it right here. Check out her channel, subscribe to her, give her some likes, some love, some thumbs up, because when we first start, it's a scary journey. So we need to support the newbies. And I need to get some more Flosstube in my life, because I think I'm caught up to almost everybody to date, because I'm living my frat girl life. And I've already watched Love is Blind and The Circle, and I'm caught up on Below Deck and 90 Day Fiance. So I'm running out of things, and it's only Sunday. I still have 6 days of this frat girl life to go. So either you guys are gonna be seeing a lot of videos. Yeah, could be. Very possible that there's a lot of videos gonna happen this week, or not, don't know. There will be a lot of stitching. But I need you guys to drop below. Give me who you're addicted to, or a new person that you are addicted to that you are binge watching, because I need some more Flosstube in my life, because everyone that I religiously follow is all caught up. So yeah. Another thing that I need is, I need a sign off. But everyone says that, and then I don't know. So it kind of scares me. I think I just got one. Keep living your inner island life. I like that. So, keep living your inner island life. No, can't do that. Nah. Don't know. Because saying goodbye is so hard, because I love you all so much. Saying bye. Goodbye. 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 I don't know. Yeah, that's hard. So I'm looking at it, figuring out. Keep the cookies crumbling. Oh whale. Like whale. Whale, oh whale. Don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna drop in here a couple snippets of my island drive, because I know that you guys want to see more of the island, so I'll give you little snippets of that. And I will show you a little bit of some of my projects. So if you're done with me, goodbye, farewell. I will see you again. And if you want to stick around, then you'll get little snippets of my life. Beautiful island day, going back home. Yes, I sing by myself and with people and not with you. Excuse the shakiness of the camera, but it's just such a pretty day today. Check out that water. This is my trip back home from where I work. It's like a 7-minute drive. But as you can see, you can't walk. Oh wait, this intersection, people crash all the time. See, look at that water. That water is just freaking amazing. This is a good beach day. I was telling you guys about how we get really picky with the water. Oh, that's the end of the beach view. Now you get a little bit of, well, you see some of it poking through. I promise I have my eyes on the road. See, look, car coming out, we're totally fine. Here's those stands again. Probably wondering why I'm recording. I have this corner. Can you tell I just ironed my pieces? I have this corner when I go down the stairs. Here are my stairs. And they have this landing, and I have that little corner, little thing with colorful glass and like my conch shell and a pineapple. And I want my macaw to go right there. It's like perfect. Right there is where it's gonna go. Gazpacho's gonna go and be a nosy. He goes and spies on people, see? He's a nosy neighbor. He'll stay there for hours and just gossip and give me all of the good news and all of the chisme that's going on in life. Check out Bobina the Builder, or Bobby the Builder. Bobby the Builder built this. Bobby the Builder is very good at building and following instructions. This is my new little flower. She can't die on me. Please don't die on me. And this whale, is actually for my first apartment because it was an omen, maybe omen, that I was going to be on an island. So check out Bobina. Some more fun stuff. Check out these stools that I found that have little embroidery on them. They're super cute. So I have this one and this little guy. So they go under my coffee table. Bring a little bit of color and some lovely needle work into my life.